I'm back with another video. This one is an important topic though. This one, we're going to talk about anxiety. And anxiety is something that a lot of people deal with. I think we can all think of someone who's dealt with it, or we can even remember the times that we've dealt with it ourselves. And what I've come to realize is that when I dealt with anxiety in the past, it was really me either overthinking the past, thinking about what coulda, should have been, what I could have done differently, what I could have said differently, or it's either obsessing about the future and trying to control the results of something in the future that I literally have no control over. So I realized the way that I combat anxiety, or the way I've learned to combat anxiety, if I feel it coming on, because it does happen every so often. I believe it happens to us all, because we all get stuck between that place sometimes, and we kind of just have to calm down. So what I've learned is the best way to deal with that is to focus back in on the present moment. Anytime you feel like you feel yourself going back into the past, rethinking the past over and over and over. It could even be like the most recent past where you had a conversation with someone and you're like, oh, I wish I said things differently. I wish I did this differently. And you're overanalyzing everything. Or you did something at work and you're like, oh, I wonder if my boss, doesn't like this. Or you're like rethinking things over and over again. And you just can't. You cannot do anything about the past. What I learned about the past is it's dead. It literally is in the grave. We can't resurrect the past. We can't bring it back to life. We literally have to know that the past is in the grave, it's buried, it's covered, it's closed. Just let it go. There's nothing you can do to change the past. So the best thing to do is to know that and just let it go. And then focus back in on the present moment. Because all the time we spend overthinking the past, we're missing out on these great, present moments that are occurring, that we could feel so light and positive and think of positive things in the present moment. So remember that the past is dead. You cannot resurrect the past. Just let it be and move on and enjoy the present moment. So the next thing I've learned about anxiety is either overthinking the future or trying to control the future, obsessing about the future. Please know that you cannot do anything about the future. I mean, we can plan. We can plan for things. I plan for things. I make goals or, have objectives, whatever it is. But please know that even though you make plans and you can write everything down to the T, like how you want it to be, or some people are like super planners. I've learned to just plan. I can't be a super planner because I've come to accept that the future is out of my control. It really is out of my control, because even when I have tried to overplan or overthink it, like this is exactly the way I'm going to do it, it never, ever happened that way. Like literally never happened that way. I can be planning out something, or you think you're going to it could even be a job interview. You go for a job interview and you're in the past I've written down questions that they may ask and what my answers would be. Never happened that way. Never. It never. And that's the funny part about it. Accepting that you don't know the future and you cannot plan. You cannot have the future planned out. You know exactly what's going to happen. So just be open to the future. Even if you plan something, be open to something else happening. And the something else may be something even better than you plan. Just be open to receive even better than you've planned. That's what I would say, to be on the positive side. and just be optimistic about the future. That's what I choose to do now. I choose to be so optimistic about the future, and that releases all anxiety. That's the best way to be, because if I choose to be negative about things that can happen in the future, it's not serving me. It's just making me feel ill, or I don't feel well. It doesn't make sense. So I'd rather be positive. I'd rather be optimistic, because it actually makes me feel good. And usually when I'm optimistic, things usually go very well, I will say. I think it usually goes better than I expected. So those are the two things that I would say can help you really overcome anxiety. Let go of the past and do not try to control the future. And the third thing is just enjoy the present moment. Try to live in the present moment. Always bring yourself back to the present moment. The one you're living right now. Just experience it in its fullness. And you'll see some shifts. You'll see some changes in your life. And I hope that helps. Leave some comments below. Probably giving advice to someone else on how they can help, combat anxiety or how to deal with it. Because it's something that so many people deal with. And I think that some of these tips can really help someone else. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye.